we came back to mush. Just everything was mush. It was kind of astonishing. And you just gushed through the house and tried to see what was ruined and what wasn't. I'm Marcy Walter. I'm from St. Petersburg, Florida. I was in Hurricane Helene in September of 2024 and got 9 inches of water running through my house. It's just my husband and I. We knew it was bad. We watched it on TV from our motel room until we couldn't. And then I needed to find a contractor. And so I was like, I'm gonna do my due diligence. I'm gonna research everything. And I just started researching. I bumped into Premier with their 5 stars, and it was just review after review. So I called them and I set up an appointment. And weirdly, the day they came, my husband had had a stroke and was down when Danes, who is my contractor, arrived. So that just added to it. And Danes was just there for me. I didn't even know the woman, and I immediately liked her and immediately knew she was who I was gonna use. That's the feeling she gave me. She just stayed there while they took him away and everything, and then we met again at a different time and went from there. And it was just like, you know, every process she explained to me. Anytime I needed her, I could call her. She's a super busy woman, and she still was able to touch base with me. And I had to time everything. I had a dog, a sick husband. I had to go to work every day. So it all mattered. And I just didn't really have that massive anxiety that most people can get because Danes was there doing it all. And then my house speaks for itself. I do think I have a nice sense of style, but I don't, you have to know what's popular, what's hip, that kind of thing. So Danes just sat down with me and we talked about all the stuff. I didn't know what size baseboards were popular, the trim work they put on the windows, just everything. I felt like it was all done well. I kept wanting her to pick my design for me. And even then, she let me pick myself, but guided me along. Because I really was like, you pick. If she had said, okay, let's do this color, that color, and this, I would have said, okay. But she didn't let me do that. So from the beginning, I knew that in the end, if I made it through this, that this would be a good thing. I have to imagine my house is worth a considerable amount more because every single room in my house is done. Danes and I clicked like friends, so that was good for me. Jonathan was always, I could always call him as well. He was always directing everything. I just never felt alone, and I was alone. I had nobody helping me but me and Danes. Premier Builders is the one to go with. They do everything the whole way along to please their customers and be professional. Professional, professional, professional. That would be my word to describe them.